Good evening. Welcome to the June 16th, 2025 Troy City Council meeting. We request that you silence your cell phones for the duration of the meeting. Our invocation tonight is by Mr. Twist, and then the pledge. Please rise.
Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you that we have so many freedoms here in this country. We just thank you for that. Let us not take those for granted. Please be with those that are serving, not only for the city here, our police and fire, emergency personnel, but those overseas and military and whatever avenue they might be servicing our country. We ask a special blessing on them. And we just thank you for a successful Strawberry Festival weekend. We know summer is upon us, Lord, and we just ask a special blessing on all of our children that will be out and about. Just watch over them when they're at the pool, watch over them as they're traveling to and fro, and allow them to get back safely to school this year. And we ask that in your name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mrs. Knight, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Pierce?
Present.
Mrs. Westfall?
Here.
Mr. Phillips?
Here.
Mr. Sievert?
Here.
Mr. Whidden?
Here.
Mrs. Snee?
Here.
Mr. Twist?
Here.
Mr. Schilling?
Present.
Mrs. Marshall?
Move to excuse Mrs. Marshall.
Second.
Motion to excuse Mrs. Marshall by Mr. Whidden, second by Mr. Phillips. Mrs. Knight, will you please call the roll?
Mrs. Westfall?
Yes.
Mr. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Sievert?
Yes.
Mr. Whidden?
Yes.
Mrs. Snee?
Yes.
Mr. Twist?
Yes.
Mr. Schilling?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Excused.
Thank you. Mrs. Knight, will you please read the summary of the minutes of our June 2nd meeting?
Minutes of Council, June 2, 2025. Committee reports. Finance Committee recommended legislation be prepared authorizing bidding for the Fleet Maintenance Program. Personnel Committee recommended that legislation be prepared to authorize an application for INVOCATION Vision Care for a voluntary vision insurance for city employees and amend Chapter 141 benefit provisions to include the vision insurance plan. Resolution number R29, 2025, Contract for Fleet Maintenance Program, first reading and adopted. Resolution number R30, 2025, application with INVOCATION Vision Care for a voluntary benefit was given first reading. Ordinance number 017, 2025, amend Chapter 141 regarding the vision coverage benefit, first reading. Following various comments, council adjourned at 7:39 p.m.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Motion approved by Mr. Phillips, second by Mr. Twist. Mrs. Knight, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Sievert?
Yes.
Mr. Whidden?
Yes.
Mrs. Snee?
Yes.
Mr. Twist?
Yes.
Mr. Schilling?
Yes.
Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Mrs. Westfall?
Yes.
Minutes are approved.
Thank you. Starting out with committee reports tonight, Mr. Twist, if you will be so kind as to fill in for Mrs. Marshall, Community Partnerships. We'll start with you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Community Partnership Committee met June 9th to hear information on the process of the updating of the Parks and Recreation Master Plan and to acknowledge and validate the requests and comments of many persons at the May 19th council meeting who are associated with various baseball organizations. It is noted that a baseball-only focus group session will be held in June, and the representative of 3 baseball organizations have been a part of the advisory group associated with the updating of the master plan. Committee members encourage residents to complete the online survey to indicate how each sees the city's current parks and recreation system and what cities should pursue in the future. At this time, there's no recommendation to be made, but we respectfully submit this report. Todd Sievert, myself, William Twist, and Chair Christy Marshall.
Thank you. Questions, comments? Moving to Finance, Mr. Sievert.
Thank you, Mr. President. Committee member Schilling and myself met June 9th regarding an agreement with the Dayton-Montgomery County Port Authority for the Port Authority to issue a sales tax exemption for the hard cost of construction for the Komyo America Company, Inc. project of a new warehouse facility because the project will be located in the city of Troy and not within the immediate jurisdiction of the Port Authority. The Port Authority requires that the city approve a cooperative agreement related to its participation. The city enacted similar legislation for Clopay and Story Point projects. Under the cooperative agreement, the city of Troy specifically has no responsibility for the financial viability or oversight of the project. It is the recommendation of this committee that legislation be prepared authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety to execute a cooperative agreement with the Dayton-Montgomery County Port Authority related to the Komyo America Company, Inc. project. Because of the immediate need for the project incentives to be validated, this committee supports emergency legislation. Respectfully submitted, Mr. Schilling, Mrs. Westfall, and myself as chairman.
Questions? All right, moving on, we have Law and Ordinance as a liquor permit. Mr. Whidden.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Ohio Division of Liquor Control has transmitted the attached notice of a stock transfer for the D51 liquor permit held by Marlene Incorporated, doing business as Marion's Pizza. The police department has not recommended an objection or that a hearing be requested or filed.
Thank you. Citizens, if you have any comments on anything on our agenda tonight, please come to the podium, give your name and address. And at this point, it will be 2 minutes. No one coming forward. We will move on to resolutions. Mrs. Knight, could you please read Resolution R 30, 2025?
Resolution number R30, 2025. Resolution authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety of the City of Troy, Ohio, to execute an application with INVOCATION Vision Care LLC of Mason, Ohio, to provide optional vision care insurance for full-time City of Troy employees and elected officials eligible for city-provided health insurance benefits and declaring an emergency. This is the second reading.
Move to suspend.
Second.
Motion to suspend by Mr. Pierce, seconded by Mr. Schilling. Mrs. Knight, could you please call the roll?
Mr. Sievert,
Yes.
Mr. Whidden,
Yes.
Mrs. Sneed,
yes,
Mr. Twist,
Yes.
Mr. Schilling,
Yes.
Mr. Pierce,
Yes.
Mrs. Westfall,
yes,
Mr. Phillips.
Yes.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Motion adopted by Mr. Twist, seconded by Mr. Schilling. Mrs. Knight, please call the roll.
Mr. Whidden,
Yes.
Mrs. Sneed,
yes,
Mr. Twist,
Yes.
Mr. Schilling,
Yes.
Mr. Pierce,
Yes.
Mrs. Westfall,
yes,
Mr. Phillips,
Yes.
Mr. Sievert.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted.
Thank you. Mrs. Knight, could you please read Resolution R 31, 2025, please?
Resolution number R31, 2025. Resolution authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety of the City of Troy, Ohio, to execute a cooperative agreement with the Dayton-Montgomery County Port Authority related to the Komyo America Co. Inc. project and declaring an emergency. This is the first reading.
Move to suspend.
Second.
Motion to suspend by Mr. Sievert, seconded by Mr. Pierce. Excuse me. Mrs. Knight, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sneed,
yes,
Mr. Twist,
Yes.
Mr. Schilling,
Yes.
Mr. Pierce,
Yes.
Mrs. Westfall,
yes,
Mr. Phillips,
Yes.
Mr. Sievert,
Yes.
Mr. Whidden.
Yes. Move to adopt.
Second.
Second.
Motion to adopt by Mr. Whidden, seconded by Mr. Sievert. Mrs. Knight, please call the roll.
Mr. Twist,
Yes.
Mr. Schilling,
Yes.
Mr. Pierce,
Yes.
Mrs. Westfall,
yes,
Mr. Phillips,
Yes.
Mr. Sievert,
Yes.
Mr. Whidden,
Yes.
Mrs. Sneed.
yes,
Resolution is adopted.
Thank you. Moving on to ordinances. Mrs. Knight, could you please read Ordinance O 17, 2025?
Ordinance number 017, 2025. Ordinance amending Section 141.05 of Chapter 141 of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Troy, Ohio to add a vision coverage benefit and declaring an emergency. This is the first reading.
Move to suspend.
Second.
Motion to suspend by Mrs. Snee, seconded by Mrs. Westfall. Mrs. Knight, please call the roll.
Mr. Schilling,
Yes.
Mr. Pierce,
Yes.
Mrs. Westfall,
Yes.
Mr. Phillips,
Yes.
Mr. Sievert,
Yes.
Mr. Whidden,
Yes.
Mrs. Snee,
Yes.
Mr. Twist.
Yes. Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to adopt by Mr. Twist, seconded by Mr. Phillips. Mrs. Knight, please call the roll.
Mr. Pierce,
Yes.
Mrs. Westfall,
Yes.
Mr. Phillips,
Yes.
Mr. Sievert,
Yes.
Mr. Whidden,
Yes.
Mrs. Snee,
Yes.
Mr. Twist,
Yes.
Mr. Schilling.
Yes.
Ordinance is adopted.
Thank you. That concludes legislation tonight. Is there any announcements or communications, Mrs. Knight?
I would only note that the next committee session will not be next Monday, but on the 5th Monday.
Mayor, comments?
I don't see Chief McKinney, but just want to congratulate him on celebrating 30 years with the city of Troy.
All right.
He's not here, but we can congratulate him.
And we also had some economic development the last couple weeks, right, that you posted?
Pardon?
We also had economic development stuff that you posted, the noodle place going in at Al's,
Oh, yes.
and Honda expansion.
Yeah, Komyo.
Mr. Titterton.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Several things. First of all, a reminder that on Thursday, city facilities will be closed for the Juneteenth holiday. We will be on schedule for trash and recycling and reopen on Friday morning. A couple of items to just mention, since I was asked some questions, and I guess there were some questions that came up at the at-large council meeting on Saturday. Just some dates, estimated dates for some projects that are coming up. One question, I guess, was regarding the status of the study, the ODOT study, or the to be analyzed by ODOT study of the Experiment Farm West Main Street intersection. That contract has been signed, and the consultant Structure Point is in the midst of the analysis. It includes new traffic counts and warrants, and there's a detailed analysis that they have to do and compare it to the standards. Then they will submit it to ODOT. ODOT will do all of their reviews, and then we will get together with ODOT to see what their consensus is and bring that back to council. Don't anticipate that before the end of the year. It's a pretty extensive study, and so that's the status of that one. Adams Street Roundabout, we had hoped to bring a contract to council for construction to get that bid. There have been a few things that have come up that have delayed that project. First of all, between the design, the construction bid documents, there are some utilities that need to be coordinated to relocate off of poles and move some poles in that intersection. And then we also had some staff turnover. That project is not going to be begun during the summer break. We do have a meeting. The schools are aware of that. We are going to be meeting with the schools next week to talk about alternative traffic maintenance with the buses, et cetera. We anticipate that that project will be more like a late fall, early winter project, of course, weather permitting. There's also a question about the zoning code update, the unified development, and the subdivision regs. The zoning code, the subdivision reg update, as well as the park master plan, we anticipate bringing that to the various boards and as well as the council probably in the range of the end of August, early September to discuss those various and related topics. Final thing is regarding the Park and Recreation Master Plan. The survey is online. I had hoped to have an update on the number of surveys that have been completed and submitted. Last week, at the end of the week, it was up to 300. I'm sure we've had several since that time. We anticipate keeping the survey online for probably another 30 days or so, depending on the volume that we receive and how many we're getting. So give or take 30 days, but that survey is still online. It's on our website, and so anybody who's interested can take that survey. I think that's all I have. Thank you.
All right. Auditor,
Thank you, Mr. President. I have nothing at this time.
our Law Director, Mr. Kerber.
I have nothing at this time. Thank you.
Mr. Twist.
Just encourage residents to fill out the park survey. It's online and takes about 10 minutes, so.
Mr. Phillips.
Thank you, sir. Just to announce to the public, if they haven't been through some of our main thoroughfares, that there's a lot of paving going on and a lot of the orange cones, and they need to be driving very carefully through there. Mr. Schilling and I had a short conversation about that prior to meeting tonight, so be aware of that. And the other two things I had were already covered by Mr. Titterington, so thank you.
Mr. Pierce.
I had a follow-up question for you, Mr. Titterington. It was about the Adams Street roundabouts, it being delayed, the start of that, and then affecting the school year. Would there be any funding issues if we just delayed that till next summer instead, so we wouldn't mess with the school traffic?
I believe there might be, because that is a Ohio Public Works Commission project, but we're looking at all angles, and we're going to talk to the schools. They've already started thinking about some alternatives, and if there is a really big issue, then we would come back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Whitten.
I have nothing at this time.
Mr. Schilling.
I don't have anything at this time.
Mrs. Westfall.
I just want to thank everyone that did come to the at-large meeting. I feel like good things always come out of that meeting, and I appreciate the people that showed up and commented.
I would actually echo that sentiment. It is always nice to have those meetings and have that conversation. One other question that I know came up, do we know where we are in the process of acquiring the new light poles for Main Street and when those will be installed?
We've asked Miami Valley Lighting for an update. They have been ordered. I don't believe they're in yet, but they should be getting, we're trying to get an ETA on that so that we can work with them to schedule the actual installation.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Siebert.
Thank you. I would echo the sentiment that we appreciated everyone coming out to the meeting at the rec. Another thing that did come up that hasn't been addressed yet by administration, when we, I don't know, it's probably February, January, I brought up that Tip City had a good app, and we talked about that, and it was discussed that we were going to redo our website and that we would potentially look at updating our application. And one of the things that did get brought up is communication and broad-based communication throughout the community at this meeting, although someone did say that they've been getting emails and text regularly now from the city, so I think we appreciate that aspect of it. But and you don't, I don't expect you to know right now unless you do know, but if you could provide an update as to where we stand on the website update and the implementation of an app.
We've been evaluating different vendors, taking a look at other communities, trying to gather some best practices. You might recall that during the budget deliberations, I believe that was your committee, in November, we discussed actually putting the funding in for the 2026 budget, and this year being a planning We've also been looking at some best practices on the communication side of it, trying to incorporate a more comprehensive community-wide calendaring of events, that kind of thing, which would be integrated with a new, not only a new website, but also hopefully in the future, when we do the streetscape, could be part of the interactive kiosks that we hope to install.
Thank you.
Other than that, back to Mr. Phillips' comment about the blacktopping, at least on the west end and then in the neighborhood, they've done a great job with the roads they did pave, so pass that along to our pavers. But yes, you guys must come down Stanfield, so yes, you need to be careful. Other than that, once again, as other people have mentioned up here, the survey is online. The public, you do need to go, if you want your ideas heard, considered, you do need to go on and fill out the survey and attend the future focus groups that the consultant said we will have. Other than that, staff have any comments? Public? No comments? Then we will meet the 2nd of July? 2nd of July?
July 7th.
7th? First Monday, yeah. 7th. Our next meeting will be July 7th. We are adjourned.